Project tracking meetings are the driving force behind the project and are utilized to track and control the project by identifying and addressing potential problems, action items, and necessary contingency plans. Today we are taking a look at a project tracking meeting held at the Cougar Company. The Cougar Company is a successful mid-sized company. In fact, they are so successful they have outgrown their current facilities and are in the process of moving to a larger office building. To facilitate this move, the Cougar Company assigned one of its project managers to handle all aspects of this move. This project tracking meeting will be an update of the progress toward the move. The meeting will also demonstrate some of the best practices that should be used in all project tracking meetings. Let's listen in and see what best practices we can learn.
Man, Mike is really wound tight. His meetings and schedules always have to be so perfect.
Oh, I know. God forbid you wander off subject. You can't get one in edgewise.
His follow-ups are out of control. I mean, he wants to give us details like when we're going to go to the bathroom.
Well, as long as you don't get one of his recovery plans. Whew, those are the worst.
I don't think you guys have anything to worry about today. I have a feeling that I'm going to be his prime target. I've got all kinds of...
Good morning, team. Happy Wednesday to you all. How is everyone today?
Doing okay.
It'd be better if we weren't here.
Glad to hear it, except for Darren, of course. Okay, so let's get down to business here. You should have all received the agenda that I sent yesterday to line up the meeting. We all have a lot going on to keep this schedule, this move on track. I asked Courtney before the meeting to list the agenda items on the board. Courtney, can you start us off with a rundown of action items taken from our last call?
Yeah, sure. We only have one open action item from last week. It's from Jerry about the time frame for furniture delivery. Have you worked that out, Jerry?
Sure, I have an update for the furniture situation. I spoke with the vendors and they assured me that the delivery date looks good to them. However, I'm going to classify this as a medium risk because they have been having problems with their suppliers. So I've created a recovery plan to be implemented in case we need one.
Great job, Jerry. You know how I love those recovery plans. Please make sure that Courtney gets a copy of that so she can add it to our project folder.
No problem. If the vendor informs us that delivery is going to be delayed, we will set up temporary workstations in the conference rooms. Now, I spoke with Darren in IT, and he said there should be no problem setting up temporary networks. However, employees are going to have to use their BlackBerries because the line lines will not be available. But I've been assured that delivery will not be delayed more than a week. So this is going to be a temporary situation if it's a problem at all.
Okay, sounds good. Please make sure to close out that action item, Courtney.
Sure. Give me a second. Okay, done.
Well, that takes care of action items. Let's move on to our second topic, status reports. Jerry, could you give us an update on your team's activities?
Sure, no problem. I have a few activities to update. First, regarding the movers, I've signed the contract and they've committed to being on site the day of the move. They've also committed to providing us with boxes a week before the move. My second update is for the procurement of our departmental copy and fax machines. I spoke with our leasing agent and they've agreed to deliver the machines the day after the move. Now, I don't consider this a problem because I imagine most people won't be working the day of the move, so this should be perfect.
Could you give me a percent complete for your items, Jerry?
Sure, I'm about 80% on the movers and 90% on the copy and fax machines.
All right, that sounds great, Jerry. Thanks for that update. How about you, Sarah? What do you have from a logistics perspective?
Well, first I've got an update of the building security system. All the mechanical doors, locks are keyed according to the floor plan that we talked about. In addition, the electronic security vendors are almost completed. The CCTV system is finished and they're just now focusing on the security access cards for the employees. All employees should have their swipe cards 2 weeks before the move. Second, I've got an update on the construction process. All cubicle areas are finished and they're just now focusing on the serving room and the lobby.
Great, thanks for that update.
Could you give me a percent complete for your items?
Sure. I'd say I'm 95% on the building security system and 80% on the building construction.
Great job, Sarah. How about you, Darren? How's IT looking this week?
We're not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. First, I've got a status update on our ISP connectivity. Our service provider says that the server will be installed next week. That should give me plenty of time to test it and make sure that we're ready by the move-in date. Second, regarding the hardware procurement, I've received all of the hardware and the configuration is nearly complete. I'd actually say that we're probably a little ahead of schedule on that activity. But lastly, regarding the network and server systems installation, well, I don't even know where to start with that. I mean, I've got problems with building access, and since construction isn't complete, I can't even gain access to the server. And I'm not even sure when I'm going to be able to start on the network and server systems installation, and with all the other stuff that I've got going on.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down, Darren. I can see that we're not going to resolve this issue in 2 minutes, and we really shouldn't spend longer than that in this meeting resolving issues. So let's do this. Courtney, please take an action item to see if we can't get this resolved. We need to figure out what can be done to get IT into the server room a little quicker.
Alright. Darren, could you give me a percent complete on your other item?
Sure. I'd say on the ISP connectivity, I'm 90%. On the hardware procurement, I'm 85%.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for the update, Darren. Sarah, I'm going to ask you to take the lead on this action item. Talk to the construction company and see if they can reprioritize the server room construction. If IT gets too far behind, it could throw our entire project off schedule.
Not a problem. I'll get with them right after this meeting and see what I can do.
Thank you. Based on everybody's status, where would you say we stand on this project as a whole?
Currently it looks like everybody's activities are on track. I'm a little concerned with Darren's server room installation. Hopefully Sarah can get that worked out for us so we don't have any milestones that we miss.
Okay, thanks, Courtney. I agree. Getting IT into the server room is definitely our #1 priority to keep this project on schedule. I appreciate you guys coming to this meeting with some really good updates this week. It's important that we not only hear the good, but also the bad. And you guys have been doing a really good job. Sarah, I appreciate you taking the lead on this new action item. Let me know if there's anything you need for me to help. If nobody else has any comments, I think we're done for this week. Thanks, everyone.
What you've just seen is a project tracking meeting for the Cougar Company's office move. While some may feel that they are unnecessary, as you can see, they are important tools for communication and problem resolution. Hopefully everyone can take away some best practices from this film and put them to use in their own project tracking meetings.